The House of Representatives just passed a bill to ban TikTok. We'll tell you what's ahead for the social media app and its users.
Plus, getting high was once known for its calming effect. Now we find out it may be hazardous to your health. We'll bring you the latest research on smoking weed.
And enrollment at some Bay Area universities has plunged more than 20%. Which ones are they? We'll fill you in.
From the School of Journalism and Mass Communications at San Jose State University, your source for what's happening with a fresh perspective on today's issues. You're watching Update News.
Welcome to Update News. I'm Bethany Gadway.
And I'm Jillian Brown. Enrollment at the California State University system continues to decline, and several Bay Area CSUs have seen a huge nosedive in student numbers. And what about San Jose State? Some answers from Vincent Rupena.
CSU schools in the Bay Area are experiencing declines in enrollment. The 2022 numbers show a drastic dip in enrollment over the past 3 years. Enrollment in the nation's largest public university system declined once again last year. In 2019, California State University's new enrollment has dropped 6.5%, according to the most recent numbers released by CSU. Some campuses hit hardest are in the Bay Area. San Francisco State saw a decline of 6%. Sonoma State's enrollment is off by 10%, and Cal State East Bay's numbers have plummeted 11%. Comparatively, San Jose State's student population was only down 4%. All saw dips in enrollment from the previous year. San Jose State students have felt the effects of enrollment on campus.
So my first semester here, it was actually really lively because it was right before COVID. So there was a lot more people. I think the last 3 years have been a little more dead.
With the Bay Area's high cost of living and a robust economy, many students are leaving higher education to enter the workforce.
Yeah, after this semester, I'm going to remove myself from the school. A degree can help with what I want to do, but it is definitely not as valuable as experience.
SJSU received a record number of applications for the fall 24 semester. The CSU intent to enroll deadline is May 15th.
So when students are looking anywhere for a university, particularly a public university, we are very attractive and very competitive, and our numbers show that.
Low enrollment has already resulted in layoffs and class reductions. In San Jose, Vincent Rapena, Update News.
Your For You page may soon be a thing of the past. The House voted yesterday to pass a bill that will potentially ban TikTok. Reporter Carson Wells has the story.
Representatives from both sides of the aisle came together yesterday to vote on a bill to ban the social media platform TikTok. Their reasoning: national security.
All we're saying is break up with the Chinese Communist Party. As a constitutional conservative, I don't want my government or big tech to have unfettered access to my private data. So why in the hell would we want and allow the Chinese Communist Party?
The bill was passed with 352 votes. In a post on the video platform, TikTok CEO Xiaozi Chu responded to the vote.
We will continue to do all we can, including exercising our legal rights, to protect this amazing platform that we have built with you.
Now that the bill was voted on and passed in the House, what comes next? The bill itself orders TikTok to divest its interest in the app or face a nationwide ban. That isn't going to happen right away, though. First, the bill will have to be voted on and passed in the Senate. If that happens, then ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns TikTok, will have 180 days to sell TikTok before it's banned. Many young people love the app and were upset by the news.
I would say TikTok has done a lot in terms of bringing community together. It has a huge effect on bringing especially the young population.
For now, TikTok will remain in U.S. app stores, but the ban is still looming on the horizon. In San Jose, Carson Wells, Update News.
Latin jazz filled the air in San Jose State's concert hall this last Monday night. But it wasn't your usual sit-through performance. Reporter Madison Wilbur was in attendance.
The San Jose State University Latin Jazz Ensemble jumped right into their performance, starting with an upbeat piece. Then they did something unexpected. They opened the front area under the stage to audience members to dance.
So I really like involving the audience and making sure they know that they're also part of the performance and they can sing and dance and laugh.
Music experts say Latin jazz is a hybrid of music that fuses together styles from Cuban, Spanish Caribbean, European, and African music. The style presented itself in the late 1940s and early 50s.
I love the culture. I love learning about the culture, but seeing the different influences too is also part of like the beauty.
For some students, the music represents more than culture and fun. It encapsulates how they feel.
When I'm dancing, when I'm singing, it is the barest expression of who I am. So it allows me to be who I am, to see who I am, to show people who the world who I am, and to also see who other people are.
The air electric and the dance floor hot. Audience members definitely left the evening feeling jazzed. And any student that feels as though they can express themselves, well, that is music to my ears. In San Jose, this is Madison Whitmer. Update News.
There's new information out that shows frequent marijuana users are at increased risk of heart disease and heart attack. We get more from reporter Ivor Moreno.
New research shows that the daily use of cannabis is associated with a 25% greater likelihood of a heart attack. And even worse, it shows there's a 42% greater chance of a stroke. The study was funded by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. The bad health news affected mostly marijuana smokers.
What the studies say are valid, but I feel like if they were to study it just a little bit more, invest more time into it, we would utilize it more frequently as an asset than just something to just be looked at as a common drug.
Everything we consume in this world hurts you in one way or another, but I haven't had any effect personally from the use of it, so I don't think I would stop until it starts to affect me in a negative way.
Some people believe marijuana is used more these days for medicinal rather than recreational purposes.
It's not a hard drug like fentanyl or anything like that. So I do think that it does have a good effects for people that need it for, mental health and also cancers and things like that.
Many people haven't heard about the recent studies on the effects of marijuana, and it is unclear if doctors will recommend a new method for marijuana users to have a safer way. In San Jose, Ivor Moreno, Update News.
When we come back,
it's all in the name at one academic department at San Jose State, and it's causing the campus radio station to go radioactive.
And what San Jose State campus police are doing to ensure that student safety is priority number one.
Alrighty guys, put away your umbrellas because there is sunshine in the horizon when we come back on your 7-day forecast.
A shakeup and proposed name change for a well-known department at San Jose State is setting off a furor among students and faculty. I've been following this developing story. Here's the latest.
The dance major at San Jose State moved from the music department to the film and theater department. With the switch comes a department name change. The new title being proposed is School of Film, Theater, and Dance, which is not going over well with the campus radio station, also part of the department. Students at KSJS want the name radio included in the title.
It feels like we're an oversight, that we're just, radio heads and who listens to radio even.
Staff says KSJS has been broadcasting on campus for 61 years and has always had to fight for its representation. DJs are hurt by the idea of being swept under the carpet once again and are genuinely hoping the KSJS legacy can continue.
Again, going back to there's too much history to ignore and not include radio, but there's also so much work that students have put into this place to not have radio in the name.
Other options would include all courses in the title, the School of Radio, TV, Film, Theater, and Dance, or an umbrella type, shorter name, the School of Media and Performing Arts.
I don't mind dance being added to our department name. It's just that we need to include radio in it too.
Department faculty voted last week on the name change, but there is no information about when the title change will be finalized.
Stay tuned for updates on the final decision.
We hear a lot about crime in the big cities around the Bay Area, but at San Jose State, campus police say they're remaining vigilant and determined to keep our student community safe. Reporter Jocelyn Escobar explains how.
Some Bay Area cities are experiencing rising crime rates, but how safe are we at San Jose State? I asked students how safe they feel on campus.
I feel safe, everywhere I go, I always see like a cop car or like one of the security cars moving around. So overall, I think I feel pretty safe when I'm walking around campus, yeah.
There's a lot of precautions that are put into place, such as like the cameras they put around campus usually. They have the call buttons, those are pretty useful. I feel safe when I walk around campus.
Chief Frank Belcastro tell us what they're doing to ensure our safety throughout campus.
We have fixed cameras throughout campus, portable camera systems that were just purchased that can be moved to different hotspots. Beat officers, so they're supposed to make themselves known, check in with people in the building on a regular basis.
Police presence around campus is evident, but Captain Belcastro leaves us with this crime prevention tip.
Engage in conversation with the officers because we're here to help you. But the other thing I'm going to say is our students and staff are an important resource with keeping this campus safe. How many eyes and ears are out there to report conditions and things that need police attention?
Downtown San Jose violence could surround us, but we rest assured our campus police officers are on the lookout. In San Jose, Jocelyn Escobar, Update News.
The Bay Area is known around the world as a cultural melting pot and hub for arts. How do arts bridge cultural barriers and bring us together as humans? Reporter Alyssa Phillips explains.
Silicon Valley is a place known for its diversity and thriving creativity. Language is often a barrier to communicating across cultures, but visual and performing arts can serve as a bridge to connect us as humans. Performers, dance directors, and the SJSU Linguistics Department showed this at the 6th International Mother Language Festival in Campbell.
Every culture has different expressions, be it this through language, through music, or art. So I think all of these are really intertwined together.
Cultural arts events are an integral part of learning, sharing, and experiencing new cultures.
So having events where you celebrate all cultures together helps us kind of see the different works of different cultures and their different dances that we don't usually get to do.
Art is something that transcends the obstacles of language to show human expression. Arts can also keep cultural traditions alive through generations.
We have 4 different age groups, ranging from about 5 years old all the way to adults. We perform traditional Armenian dances dating back thousands of years.
Dance brings together 2 important parts: music, which is a big part of every culture, and movement. You can learn so much just watching other cultures dance.
Arts can serve as a bridge across cultures, connecting all of us as humans. In San Jose, I'm Alyssa Phillips, Update News.
March is Women's Heritage Month, and to celebrate the occasion, History San Jose held its 2nd annual Women's Heritage Day last weekend. Reporter Unity ZB tells us organizers felt History Park near San Jose State would be the best place to honor the women of Silicon Valley.
Organizers say Women's Heritage Day is a great way to bring together community vendors, small businesses, poets, authors, and artists to show their work. The good relationship History San Jose has with Mosaic America helped bring cultural performers from diverse backgrounds.
For us, it's really about celebrating the women who've come in the past, the women in the present, and hopefully the women of the future. We want to show that San Jose is a place where everyone is included and everyone is loved, and this is really what today is about: community, love, and joy.
The last couple of years has been a bigger thing for women to be able to drive their own cars. Before it was just the men that could, drive, and not anymore.
In salute of female car enthusiasts, the event showcased more than a dozen of women lowriders alongside their one-of-a-kind vehicles.
I feel very special to be a part of this huge organization of the collective Women in Lowriding. I've been a lowrider for 45 years.
And though this is the 2nd annual event, for the first time they had an exhibit for women-owned lowriders. In San Jose, I'm Unati Zibi with Update News.
Looks like we have some sunshine in our forecast. Alejandra Vaca is here with a look at this weekend's weather.
7-day forecast. So this is what you can expect for the next 5 days. We have clearing skies. Finally, we are heading into warmer weather with temperatures going up to high 60s to low 70s. So it looks like we're going to have clear skies into the week and into the weekend. Also, we are in a gust wind warning. So if you're out on the road, it's going to be a little, windy. Out in the coast, central coast as well, it's going to be a little windy. So if you have anything that's outside that you don't want to get to be blown out, make sure you bring those items inside. But the gust wind effect will go into effect until Friday, but it might be extended. Also, there are no more rain chances as the wind starts to slow down. And in Santa Cruz, it looks like it's going to be sunny Thursday, today, and Friday, and then into the weekend with temperatures going into the high 60s. And a similar trend for Oakland, sunny Friday and Saturday with low 70s. And in San Francisco is going to have the same trend. No rain. Make sure you wear some sunblock because those temperatures are going to be in the low 70s, high 60s and low 70s. And here in San Jose, clear skies all for the rest of the week. It's a perfect way to start spring on Tuesday, which is next week, and it's going to be pretty good weather, all mid 70s. And that is it for your 7-day forecast. Back to the desk.
When we come back.
Just ahead, how one club on campus is busy paving the way for future designers and what they are doing to shine on campus.
And coming up next, the grand opening for a new business that's left a hole-in-one in the heart of downtown San Jose. Plus, there's movie magic in Silicon Valley with the annual CineQuest Festival in town. We'll take you there.
Midterms are in full swing here on campus. So what are students' favorite study spots?
So I set out to find answers in this week's State of the Spartans.
I like to study on the 5th floor of the MLK library because I like the vibes there.
My favorite spot to study on campus is the 4th floor of the science building. I love the pretty views.
Usually my favorite place to study is usually actually behind the student union. There's like a little spot by the, along the way to the business building.
My favorite would be the wellness center because it has like a lounge and it's like really nice. And you can come in, just scan your ID and then just have a good time there.
I really like the wellness center.
I would say my favorite study spot on campus are the lounges in the library because it's like peaceful and you can just go there with your friends and like be able to talk.
The library. Okay. It's really quiet and then it's just quiet. So yeah, I like it a lot there.
My favorite study spot is the engineering building, the computer room for civil engineers only because it's quiet.
I like studying at the 2nd floor of the SRAC, where all like the little couches are and everything.
My favorite study spot on campus is the library on the 4th floor because you can do group work and it's a little bit more noisy than the upper levels.
At San Jose State, students have a wide range of clubs to choose from. There are 450. I talked to one new club that's becoming quite popular. Last semester, a new club was added to the mix of student organizations at San Jose State, the SJSU Fashion Club.
So before we actually got official, we would kind of go around campus and film TikToks or like videos kind of for our Instagram. And then just a little recently, about, I say a month ago, we started tabling on 7th Street. And that's how I feel like we got a lot of traction too, just because people would either see our sign and come up to us, or we would try to wave people over like, oh, come check out our club.
Fashion club leaders say although the club hasn't been on campus that long, they are already making a name for themselves.
We also did more social media, and I think we had one video blow up. I think we had almost 500,000 views for one video, and that kind of like blew up our account, our Instagram account. And I think we went from about 300 followers to, I think right now we're at 2,500 in a matter of like 3 weeks.
With so much momentum, the club is set to even begin releasing their own magazine as well as fashion shows.
We had very big ambitions coming into the fashion club. Our big plans for this year was to do a fashion runway, which are in the works.
If you're interested in joining the fashion club, stop by their table on 7th Street or fill out the link in their Instagram. If you think you don't know too much about fashion, in Alex's words, if you wear clothes, you know fashion. I'm Bethany Gadway, Update News.
Last fall, we told you about a miniature golf course that would be making its debut in downtown San Jose. That golf course, Urban Putt, just opened on February 29th. Reporter Larry Larkin has the story.
It was a day to remember in downtown San Jose on this last February 29th. Urban Putt opened its doors at the former location of the Camera 12 theaters. It's more than just a miniature golf course, bar and restaurant. It's also a place that showcases the landmarks of Silicon Valley. Landmarks like the Winchester Mystery House, Shoreline Amphitheater, downtown San Jose, and the former Electric Light Tower. But what else is it?
It's a full-on experience that is cohesive. All the pieces should fit together and give people an experience that will be memorable.
But what could the opening of Urban Putt mean for the livelihood of downtown San Jose?
It is about vibrancy and living a life in San Jose. We're excited to have this business in downtown San Jose to add to our vibrancy.
How is downtown San Jose recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, and what kind of boost does Urban Putt bring?
We're already exceeding numbers from pre-COVID numbers. Urban Putt is just one more business that's coming to the area that will confirm that, and it will help exceed the numbers even further.
Another bonus, Urban Putt is located close to San Jose State University and the Signia Tower.
Student housing being set up in the old Fairmont Hotel, now the Signia. So that's happening, so we get an influx of even more people here.
This is the only Urban Putt location remaining. Steve Fox sold both the San Francisco and Denver locations. In San Jose, Larry Larkin, Update News.
Last week, the CineQuest Film Creativity Festival started its 10-day tenure at the Hammer Theater Center in downtown San Jose. CineQuest is held every year in March. It's a place to showcase independent and lower-budget films. Here's more from reporter Kyle Tran.
For more than 30 years, aspiring filmmakers, actors, screenwriters, and movie lovers across the world have been coming to CineQuest in Silicon Valley to share their love for the big screen.
You know, the best part about the interactions with any film festival is getting to see other people's films. I'm an old school guy. If I go to a film festival, I want to watch the films all around the globe, and yet everybody's still telling these same sort of set of horror stories that were just so wonderful to engage with. And getting to meet the filmmakers and talk to them afterwards, also great.
Actor Sam Dunning says one of the best parts about the premieres is seeing the audience and their reactions to hours and hours of hard work.
We had our screening Saturday night, and it was a completely packed house. There was a line literally down the block, which is something I've almost never experienced at any film festival.
With the Hammer Theater being so close to campus, radio, TV, film students took the chance to experience the festival for themselves.
I thought it was pretty inspirational as an upcoming filmmaker, you know, taking notes on these different short films that I was able to watch and enjoy as an audience member.
If you're in the area and want to watch any upcoming screenings, CineQuest runs through March 17th, so grab some popcorn and head to the Hammer Theater before CineQuest ends. In downtown San Jose, Kyle Tran, Update News.
Tomorrow marks the beginning of St. Patrick's Day weekend. Here's a look live in Dublin, Ireland. Of Ireland, the first parade to celebrate St. Patrick's Day was held in New York City in 1762.
Speaking of St. Patrick's Day parades, Carson Wells has more details about one happening right here in the Bay Area. Here's Carson's calendar.
Welcome to Carson's calendar. Here's what's coming up this week. On March 16th, the San Jose Shamrock Run. It costs $65 to run the 5K, and you have to register online beforehand. But you get merch and entered in a drawing to win a full expense round trip to Dublin, Ireland. On March 16th and 17th, Dublin's 40th annual St. Patrick's Day Festival and Parade. This is Dublin, California, not Ireland. It runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's located at Civic Plaza in Dublin. Also on March 16th and 17th, downtown San Jose's Spot the Lucky Leprechaun. Take a selfie with some of the hidden leprechauns around downtown San Jose Post it with the hashtag DTSLucky and be entered to win gift cards. The event's been running all month, but it comes to a close this weekend. That's all for this week. Back to you.
And that does it for this week's edition of Update News.
From all of us here, thanks for joining us and see you next week. Make sure to add us on our socials at SJSU Update News.